welcome to Emerge IAS Mains Answer Writing Program Day 2. Today our question is from General Studies Paper 3. The question is, discuss the need for digital technologies in agriculture sector and suggest a way forward. This question is for 200 words and for 12.5 marks. Let's read the question and find out the key words here. Discuss the need for digital technologies in agriculture sector and suggest a way forward. Here we have to find the actual need of the question. Here they want us to discuss about the need for digital technologies in agriculture sector. So when we are creating your answer on your mind, you have to go through all the digital technologies or digital campaigns that implemented in the agriculture sector or implemented for the agriculture sector. So you have to list out that schemes or list out the benefits of such schemes in your mind first. Apart from discussing the cause, you also have to suggest a way forward. That is your suggestion for the future outcome of these technologies in agriculture sector. And always remember that our word limit is just 200 words and we are writing the exam for 12.5 marks. Then start with the introduction. As I told yesterday, the introduction should be the most attractive part of your answer because the reader get impressive of your answers only from the introduction part. That impression will continue while reading your complete answer and that helps you in scoring a good marks. Okay, then see the introduction that I given here. Digital technologies are transforming all the sectors of our economy in many ways. So here the question is about agriculture sector only, but in the introduction I am telling that digital technologies are acting in all ways in all the sectors of the economy, not only the agriculture sector. And then I am mentioning that India's 70% of the population is rural and the agriculture is the main source of livelihood. So we are coming to the agriculture sector and we are mentioning the percentage of population who are dependent on agriculture and there may be mainly in the rural areas. Then coming to the digital technologies. Digital technologies can play an important role in the development of agriculture sector in farm productivity and farmers' income in India. So from the starting I mentioned the digital technologies are transforming all the sectors. Then I come to the agriculture sector, the level of agriculture sector in India and how many percentage of people dependent on agriculture, and I mentioned the importance of agriculture in India. Then coming to the digital technology point and I included that also. We have a complete introduction part and now we are moving to the next part, that is our body or the content part. The introduction is enough itself, but if you want to add some more points you can do it. So next part is the body part or the content part. In the body part I am beginning with the heading, how digital technologies help to improve farm productivity and farmers' income. Here it is a positive thing, right? So the question is to discuss, so we have to write the answer in both sides, that is for and against of the heading. So now I am starting with the for argument, that is how the digital technology help to improve farm productivity and farmers' income. And here I am beginning with my first point, that is better market pricing and connect the farmers to anywhere in the country without any intermediary charges. That is the better market pricing, which is the main aim of digital technologies that implemented in the agriculture sector, because we are having many intermediary charges that makes the farmers under the debt, and the increase in price also due to this intermediary charges. Without any broker or an intermediary, the farmers can able to connect the market digitally. So the farmer get a good profit and also the consumer also get a good price that they can afford. So then the next point, this digital technologies provides various data for increasing the efficiency and agricultural productivity. So the main aim of the digital technologies is providing the data. The data is about soil variability, rainfall variability, moisture levels, nutrient levels, timing of planting and harvesting, market price volatility. See, all these points are very essential for an agricultural practice. Like if soil variability and rainfall variability, a farmer must have to know about this. By knowing such things like timing of planting and harvesting or a market price volatility, the farmer will be able to understand the current price of the market or the planting time. Then he will be able to sow the good seed or the good time to sow the seed, and he will be able to harvest as the right time to get a better price at the market. And providing such information manually to all the farmers in India is not possible because of the vast population and a large cover of agriculture area in India. So through the digital technologies, we can reach the farmers at time to time and update this information to them, so it will help in increase of agricultural productivity. And these are all the points that I mentioned. You can also explain each and every point I mentioned here in a brief line. Always remember that this question is for 200 words, so we have to enclose all the details here. And next point I am adding is the steps taken by the government. Already there are many digital technologies implemented in agriculture sector in India. These programs are already running in India, like eNAM, BharatNet, Agri Market app and all. And I am explaining each and every one. eNAM, it's an online trading platform that we all know that is the digital marketing of agricultural commodities. Through this, it is very transparent trade that is happening online. Then farmers themselves can participate in this, and they can fix the prices of the agricultural commodities that they produced. And the next is the BharatNet. BharatNet is a program through which the network connectivity is ensured in rural areas of the country, because we have to connect the network first, then only we can able to reach the people through these technologies, then we can able to give them the awareness about the digital technologies. Then the next thing is the Agri Market app. This was recently launched, and is a mobile application through which the farmers can be updated with the crop prices regularly. And I am adding just these 3 points because I was most familiar with this, because we can't able to remember all the schemes and all the initiatives. So just try to include what are all the things that you remember. Then I am moving to the next part, that is the conclusion part. So still I used only the positive approach, and at the conclusion part only I am adding an against approach, that is a mild approach. Even as the government is enabling environment for digital agricultural marketing, also have to focus on increasing the rural network connectivity. The introduction itself, we told that the rural people, rural population, 70% of the India is rural population, and the rural populations, 50% of the rural population is dependent on agriculture for their livelihood. So for these rural areas, we have to arrange network connectivity and provide low cost internet access. Then only they will be able to access this. Then also we have to set up training programs for farmers to access the available facilities. Without training the farmers, just implementing such digital technologies into this sector will not helpful. So we have to first train the farmers, or we have to set up some training centers at rural levels or panchayat level, something like that, then it will be helpful. So this part is more like a way forward. So these all things we have to do. This is I am suggesting some way forward suggestions for the government, and concluding with the current need. Currently we have to do a digital revolution in agriculture sector, and this digital revolution in agriculture sector was already recommended by the World Bank in its report, and also by the consultation paper that is called IDEA. That is India Digital Ecosystem of Agriculture, released by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare in India, and they suggested for a digital revolution in agriculture sector. Through this digital revolution, we will be make the challenges of agriculture into its own opportunities. This is how I concluded my answer, and I think already the word limit exceeded. Then I also given some add-on points for you. You can add these points to your answers. In the answer itself, I have mentioned some points like Enam, Agri Market app, like that, and these are also the schemes that related to digital technologies in agriculture sector, like National Mission on Agriculture Extension and Technology. This aim on strengthening the agriculture extension to enable delivery of appropriate technology and improved agroeconomic practices to farmers. And the next thing is Bharat Nirman. This is for the supply of telecommunication facilities to remote areas of rural areas like the BharatNet and the e-governance efforts. And we have now we can able to see this in television ads like the farmer portal or Kisan call center. We just have to give them a missed call, then they will call you. Then you have any queries, the farmers can ask them. The next one is the M-Kisan portal. These portals are to help the farmers take informed decision of efficient farming. So they can access this portal, they can ask anything about the rainfall variability or a fertilizer, pesticide, any queries they can ask to this. So first we have to train the farmers for using all these facilities available for them. Then the next thing I have added here is the on the conclusion part, I told you that the World Bank suggestion, right? The World Bank suggested 7 strategies for digital transformation of food system in a global perspective. These are the 7 strategies. If you are able to include this in your answer, you can also add. Here the word limit is 200, and I think that I mentioned each and every point that was asked by the question. And also I suggested a way forward here, and my introduction was good enough, and I think I also have to add that India's 70% of population is rural and the agriculture is the main source of livelihood. So I have to mention here that the 50% of this rural population is dependent on agriculture for their livelihood. So I just missed here, you have to add that point. Then the digital technologies play an important role, and all that introduction is enough. And also the body part, I'm just mentioning I mentioned all the points in this one diagram. So if you are able to mention each and every point individually with a brief explanation, that will be very good, and you can add like that. And that's all about this question. While answering, you have to go through all these points and include these add-on points also to your answer. And that is all about this question. And if you have any doubt, please ask in the comment box and I will be answering soon. Okay, then for any other queries, you can WhatsApp in this number, that is 977-857-1923, or to our email ID emojias2021@gmail.com. Okay guys, keep practicing and have a great day. Thank you. Bye.